alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Commanders. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
As they start on the ground, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Burrow on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Let's go now. 19.
Slot man moves right.
Happy Lions.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once more, Gibson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines going for it for very long. You're not here.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
60. 19 Tiger.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Warriors 17.
He'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking for Shepard deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. But just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The throw right sideline here is complete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Burrow on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
Going for it on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals trying, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. 18 Chargers.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
Ready. 19 Pioneers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the... And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Washington. Irv Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Slye is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And some room to run now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They go play action with Burrow. Out to the right here to Shepard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's complete to Shepard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Completes this again to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Mixon. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They marked him short of the goal line. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Hurt.
They'll go again with Gibson. They find some open field here. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
11.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Burrow will throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
7th play of this drive coming up. They have a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown.
T. Higgins.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25.
Fine, ready?
They'll start here with a give to Mixon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Burrow looking to pass.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there.
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Washington, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, put you hands on. You ain't hands on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she My bro, Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against the bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside.